G'day everyone, Tonia Reeves, Australia's Cowgirl medium, coming at you from hometown here in Sunday Creek. It's a beautiful sunny day out there and been out with the horses early this morning, so it was pretty cool. We've had some really great weather, so we feel really, really blessed that the sun is shining. It's the little things. And, I really think that right at the moment, no matter what's happening around the world, we're just starting to, I suppose, focus a little bit more on those small things that give us joy, whether it might be just the sun coming out or it might be someone making you a coffee even. I love that in the morning. I get my coffee made for me most mornings, and there's not a morning that doesn't go past where I get really excited about the fact that I don't have to make my coffee in the morning. So I'm very lucky to have a gorgeous partner who does that for me. So, yeah, sometimes it's those little things that maybe when we get so busy in life and, everything's normal, we do tend to not necessarily be as appreciative for. So that's my little thing that's, come out of all of this, is to appreciate the little things and really make the most of what we have. And, as the old saying goes, we worry about what we can control. So, and there's many things out of our control at the moment. So, hey, let's just make the most of it and go, you know what? We'll just get creative and do something we've never done before. That's my thing this week. Just go and find something you've never done before that maybe you've always wanted to do. It might be an online course. It might be getting creative. It might be learning a new language. It might be, I don't know, you might discover that you're an awesome painter, that, you're Picasso just hiding in the shadows. You just haven't stepped up into it yet. Hey, who knows? So we need to look for the joy, and I often think learning expands the brain a bit and enables us to look at things from a new perspective. When you think about it, we're rewiring the brain a bit to use pathways we haven't used before. So do something different. That's my 5 cents worth for this show tonight, is to go, you know what, get out there and do something different and connect in with what it is that, you've really always wanted to do, never been able to do, never had time to do it. Now, all of a sudden, you might find you have time. And, now I think it's great that there's so many things available online, so we can do things from home that maybe before we weren't able to. So, yeah, so that is, I think, it's going to be a bit of fun and certainly, able to bring about, that bit of a change that sometimes is just needed, when we feel a little bit stuck, feel a bit isolated, and I think that's the case for many of us, is we're in a different situation from what we've been used to. So we have to look at things differently. And, I'm one, I love a bit of change. So change sits, pretty well with me, but I know for many people that's not the case. So, something that is worth working on, and learning something different does bring about change. It's also allowing you to be able to connect with different people, and possibly people from all over the world. So I think we're now in life able to connect with people from all around the world, more so than ever before. So let's utilize that. Let's have some friends from the other side of the world, and, we can all share our experiences. I think that's fun. Anyway, I'm going to get on to my reading. Stop blabbing on here. I've got Alison from East Lansing in Michigan in the US. Hi, Alison. How are you?
Hi, Tonia. How are you?
Really good. Thanks for calling in. Great to connect with you today.
You too. Thank you for taking my call.
No worries at all. First of all, for you, I feel like I want to connect to a mum in spirit coming through strongly for you. And let me see. I've got a bit of a personality with her, but I just feel like it's almost like stepping in, and there's a big thank you around that with her coming through. Like, I do feel a little bit, maybe she hasn't been passed for that long, but it's like this lady, she feels very motherly to me. So I wanted to go to mum first. So can I ask, is mum in the spirit world? Are we looking at mum, or are we on mum's side?
My mom is living, so maybe it's my grandma. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. So, because it feels like she's very motherly. Family's important to her, and she's got a little bit of a cheeky personality. So there's a little bit of fun around her. She's also bringing up around you, which is interesting, something around a barn and a creek. So is there, because I feel like it's really random things that she's showing me, but um, it's almost like if that's not where you live, there's something about either is there a sense of moving around you? Because I feel like the barn and the creek are relevant.
Yeah. I want to move soon. It's in my sight. Um, but I haven't like found a barn or a creek or anything like that to move to. Like, I don't
Have
know.
you been looking? Yeah, have you been looking yet? I just feel like she's bringing it through like it's important. So, it's almost like with a movement, when we start to look around and see what is available to us, it then opens up, connecting with the signs. But I just feel like they're important. So with as far as the move goes, like I feel like that's quite relevant. So it's something that is going to happen, but almost like you need to start looking around. But I feel like they will be signs. So it doesn't necessarily mean that the property has those on it, but it'll be linked to that. So, I just feel like I'm exploring places and those two signs are really strong. She also wants to acknowledge there's a younger male in the spirit world with her as well. So it's like she just wants me to pass on to you that they are with her. And she's also referencing a dog as well. Like I feel like she talks really fast because I talk fast, but I feel like she's given me a lot of stuff in a short time, which I feel like might have been part of her personality to make sure that she's giving you all the messages and things that you need to know.
Yeah, my dog recently passed away last year. Um, it would be almost a year, and um, yeah, we're coming up on a year, so
Wow.
within the next
Yeah.
few weeks. Yeah,
I'm feeling for you because I know what it's like to our fur babies are our babies, and it's never having them pass is such a hard thing to get through, and animals are such an important part of our life. I think as humans we've discovered they just make that they melt our hearts, don't they? Really, and when they're not around, it makes it hard.
yeah, and she died of old age, so that was hard, really hard too, because it's hard to see
Yeah,
them, get
yeah.
sick and stuff. So
Exactly. And to have had her in your life for so long, I mean they're family, aren't they? And when it is old age,
yeah.
there's been a long time being around you. Animals are important for
Hmm.
you. There's also something she's bringing through around who's changing their job. Is that you? There's something around an opportunity that somebody's either, I feel like it hasn't happened, it's about to happen.
Well, I just, yeah, I had a change in my job. I'm doing the same thing, but I'm working directly for my company now. So, and
Yep.
I start that on Monday.
Awesome. And because I feel like she's excited about that. So it's like there's a bit of fun. There's also meeting new people with that too, I want to say. Like I feel like you're making new connections.
Oh, that's good. I mean, it's all,
Yeah.
I do it remotely. So,
Yeah.
um, maybe
But
I
it's
will. I don't know.
yeah, I feel
I'm
like
kind
you'll
of
connect with
isolated to
others.
myself.
I know, and it's hard at the moment because we're all a bit like that. It's like we can't all get together in person, but I do feel like you'll make some great connections with those, with this workplace. So there'll be, I feel like we're having a bit of fun. And I feel like with that, she's showing me it's time for a bit of fun for you. So I don't know whether you've been restricted in the past and you've made some changes that now you're not restricted. And this is also associated with the move as well. It's like you've been enabled to be remote so that you can look at different areas that you might not have considered before.
Yeah. I mean, that's possible because I can live anywhere
You can.
as long as I can bring my kids with me. Um, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And so when you say bring your kids with you, so you're a single mum?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And is there three children or I almost feel like there's something around three, like whether two are connected to a dad, and is there one that isn't, like is separate from the other two?
I have 2 kids with
Okay.
one person.
All right. So is there someone around you that has another child? Because I feel like that's relative. So I feel like there's 3 children for you, is what she's showing me. So if there's 2 there, whether that's connecting with somebody that has one, but I feel like I'm bringing together, and I do feel like, again, not biologically the same, if that makes sense. I'm not the same dad. And
No, I don't have the 3rd child is not relevant to me right now at
yeah,
this time. But yeah, I
yeah.
have 2.
Yeah, cool. And so because I'm like, I'm just connecting with her saying, why are you showing me that? There's something around someone coming in with one child. I'll just plant that seed, all right?
Who wants a child? They want a child?
No, I feel
Or they
like they'll
have a
have
child?
one. They have a child.
Oh.
I feel like they'll be because I feel like I see you in a family unit with there's 3 children, but I do feel a bit like that other child is, from somebody else, if that makes sense. So maybe not a biological child of yours, but part of what your family clan. So this is all about moving for you, creating a new start for yourself and the kids. And it's like she's showing me you can do that now. So was there restrictions before that you couldn't do that?
Well, I mean, I can't move out of the area that I live in because of
But you
custody
can,
and there's
yeah. But there's something around movement there's something around movement and another opportunity. And I don't know whether that's connected to the children's dad, even looking at moving from where he is. There's something around, I just see you moving out of the area, but I feel like it will be fine.
well, he's been doing deceptive things to me, and so he might get caught, and then I might be able to have my kids. And I was hoping my grandma might say something about that.
Yeah,
because,
well, in a roundabout way, I agree, because I don't see him restricting you, is what I want to say.
Okay.
All right. So it's like that's taken care of. So don't worry about it. But I would start to be looking around where you want to be, where you want to live, and without worrying about his input.
Okay. That's good.
Okay.
That's good news.
Yeah, it is good. It is good. So start looking around. It's a fresh start for you and the kids. And it's like justice will be served. All right. I've run out of time. Thank you so much. Keep the faith. You've got this. And connect with me, Australia's Cowgirl Medium, on Facebook or Instagram. Take care for now. Bye.